and welcome to part one of probably 300 parts of my 1972 Suffix A Range Rover. Not really a restoration, more of a recommission. So basically this was a dream car of mine to own for quite as long as I can remember. Actually, that's a complete lie. My dream car was that Capri, but I've sort of been there and done that now. But no, Range Rover, here we are. I wasn't really in a position to buy it. When I did buy it, it popped up at, it popped up on Facebook Marketplace for sale. And I thought I'd go and have a look at it. Not really with a huge intention to buy it, more of a curiosity, but I just couldn't resist it really. Everything about the car really did tick every box I was looking to tick. So here it is. Beautiful car. Not original really, to be honest with you. I think it's been restored, Barry said, about 3 times in his ownership. He's had the car since 1980. They used it every day. It was his daily driver up until 2016 when it came off the road. That was more due to the fact that he wasn't able to work on it anymore. So it sat for X amount of years up until probably August last year, and it sat outside in the storage yard. And now it's just come to a workshop that we've just rented here. As you can see, it's not been cleaned. It's a very solid, interesting car. A lot of history with it. It was used, as I say there, for their, it was his daily driver. Barry and Heather used to take this on holiday with them. They've got loads of amazing photos of this all the way around Ireland in the 80s and 90s. I think they took it on their honeymoon. Yeah, no, it's a very nice example of a Range Rover. It's not original. It's been painted quite a few times. I think it's got over 300,000 miles on it. But my real aim for this video is just going to show you around the car, explain what my plans are with the car, and how long I think it's going to take really. So here we go, we'll just do a walk around video. As you can see, paintwork is incredibly faded. I did sort of give it a little wipe the other day. It does, sort of come up. Yeah, basically it really needs a lot of TLC on the paintwork. Needs a new tailgate. I want to replace this tailgate as well. I want to put the early style one on it with the external latch on it. I can find one of those. When they do pop up, I'm just going to rebuild the rear screen. Surround, you can buy them with a original screen, well, a new screen, and galvanized surround. I'm going to probably just buy the surround because I want to keep the stickers because it's part of the car's history. Yep, I'm going to be changing the wheels. I'm probably going to go back to the original Ross style wheels because these ones, I mean, they're very functional. They've held air for X amount of years, but I want the car to look, you know, quite original, even though it's not. But I'm going to get the bumpers, I'm going to get those blasted and back to their original silver colour. The paintwork, I've got a chap who specialises in paint correction. He's had a look at it and he's quite sure that he could cut it back and get sort of a semi-shine on it. You know, there is a bit of a shine under there. It's going to be, the paintwork is awful, but it will look a little bit more presentable. I don't want a trailer queen by any means, that sort of thing. Me and my girlfriend and our dog want to go away on holiday and, you know, want to put a roof tent on the roof and a pull-out kitchen in the back. I just use it what it was intended for. But yeah, so here we go. It has got fiberglass front wings and rear wings, which is probably why it's not rotted out. Yeah, so let's have a little look around inside. It's going to have a complete new interior, carpets, seats, everything's going to get reupholstered and done properly. I made sure I've got enough money to actually see this project through as well. You know, I'm going to keep some of the original stuff, like the door cards aren't too bad. The dashboard's pretty good. I know a lot of these do suffer with people drilling extra holes in them for various switches, but this one's in pretty good order. Got the original steering wheel. Barry still had the original Suffix A steering wheel for it, so I've got that. I think he said it had that vinyl interior, which was it a Kit Kat interior? I'm not sure, is what he used to have in it, but apparently it used to be quite uncomfortable and crack, so he replaced it with these cloth seats. I'm going to find out what kind of interior it should have had in it, and obviously put the correct one back in it with some new carpets because they are sort of non-existent around here. But yeah, as you can see, it's not, I mean, it's not horrific by any means. Just a lot of it does need a really good clean. half thinking that I might be able to just clean the seats, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stay with this material type or go for something different. But yeah, so that's the interior. So, you know, pretty much all you can see in there. She is a very solid car as well. I'm going to replace all the seals. That's the other thing externally. I'm going to get all the seals removed, then have all the paintwork buffed up, cleaned up. But as you can see, they're sort of the end of their life now, these seals. Very deteriorated. Does need a couple of plates of welding, which isn't an issue because I've been welding for the last 15 odd years. And this is probably one of the most solid things I've ever had to weld up, to be honest with you. The worst part really being the tailgate, but as I say, we're replacing that. It's got a couple of plates that need doing. I'm going to replace possibly the inner wings. I think I'll replace the inner wings. I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty grotty there. I mean, but the rest of it's pretty good. It's going to have new shocks, springs, brakes, just the general stuff. But as you can see, if you look underneath, it's really solid. Chassis is very solid. I think it's more of a testament to the fact that this thing's been on the road for, well, up until 2016. It was a vehicle that was driven every day. And it's probably kept it in quite good health instead of just sitting for long periods of time. But yeah, so there we go. She's not got the original V8, which is probably quite good at the moment because we know how expensive fuel is. Has got a diesel in it. It's a, trying to remember what it's called. It's that Perkins diesel engine that was built under license by, is it Mazda? Is it an SLTI or something? It's a turbo intercooled jobby. Very reliable, good engine. I mean, the conversion was done properly on it as well. So let's pop the bonnet up and we'll have a little look under there. As we can see, here we go under the bonnet. It's very solid. You know, there's not a lot of rot on the car. The bonnet's been replaced at some point. That's not the original bonnet. The inner wings aren't too bad. I probably will replace them anyway. To be fair, I'm going to be taking a lot of this out, really sort of cleaning it back. So I know it's probably one of the worst parts of the rust just up here, which isn't too bad in comparison to some stuff that I've had to work on before. Yeah, there's not really a lot to see over here. It's quite a big engine crammed into the engine bay. It's been done very well though. It's done a very nice job on the conversion. It looks very much factory, even though it's not. Yeah, the clutch at the moment is one of the major mechanical issues that I've got to sort on this car. Believe it's probably the slave cylinder's gone through on it, and it's leaked all its fluid everywhere. So we don't currently have a clutch, and the clutch was, I believe the clutch was actually locked, seized on, but that actually came off when the vehicle was towed, which is good. But yeah, there we go. So I thought I might just show you guys around the Capri as well, just while I'm here. This was the last restoration that I carried out for myself. It's a 1979 3-litre S. A very nice, well-known car, actually. It's got quite a good history that's well documented. It was won in a competition with piston heads back in the early 2010s. Then I bought it from a friend of mine, Dickie. He had it for quite a few years. He bought it with a blown engine and just drove it around. It was very scruffy, but a very solid car again. Didn't need a lot of work. I think I did the strut tops on it and replaced the interior, gave the engine a freshen up, had the whole car painted. And yeah, just basically put it back to factory standard. I think the only thing on this vehicle that's not standard is the Jan Speed exhaust system. But again, that has a receipt from back in the 90s with the car still. So it's, again, part of its history. But it's a very, very clean, straight car. You know, it does, again, this thing's probably sat for 3 years now, really. It's not been anywhere since COVID. I restored it for the Capri's 50th anniversary. Sort of put it together quite quickly and drove it there and never went anywhere since. But yeah, it's a very, very nice straight car. I'll show you under the bonnet of this one as well. It's quite a nice clean car. There we go. But yeah, there we go. Let's pop the bonnet stay up. This has always been a passion of mine, Ford Capris. I must have restored 10 of these cars now. It does need a really good clean. It's very dusty. Nice original chassis number, inner wing, early car. Original engine, I believe, as well. I think it is. I can't remember, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the original engine. But yeah, this had, I replaced the strut tops back to factory. They were quite bad, which is one of the worst parts of this car. But yeah, a really, really nice car. Original Czech Recaro interior too, as you can see here. Which needs a little bit of recommissioning work again. It hasn't been anywhere. It runs and drives. Did drive it up the road the other day. There we go. You can see she's in quite nice condition. Original radio, steering wheel, the seats are all really, really nice in this car as well. But yeah, just thought you guys might be interested in that car. The other good thing about where we are at the moment is this, it's quite a nice secluded area. It's got a lot of farm tracks around it. So especially with the Range Rover, it'd be nice test driving it as well. Not worrying about going on public roads. But yeah, there we go. There's the Capri. But anyway, thanks for everyone that's watched. I'm going to try and put out a video once a week or so. As time goes on, I might try and do that more frequently. But as I say, I want to really enjoy this Range Rover for this summer. So I'm, you know, not going to sort of drag it out or anything like that. I really want to get on with it and get it together as quick as I can. I've got some friends that want to come down and help one weekend too, which would be quite helpful. So we're going to go and spend, after we get it running, make a list of everything I need. We'll order that, pull the whole thing apart and really crack on with it. But yeah, as I say, thanks for watching. I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm going to make a YouTube video. So if you want to sort of like and subscribe and all that stuff, feel free. But yeah, any comments you guys have got about the vehicle, anything you can recommend. I'm down in the southwest, so I am looking for a set of Rostyle wheels, an early tailgate, and also somewhere that will take the bumpers, blast them, and powder coat them to the correct colour. And that's also something I need to know. What's the colour code for the correct colour for the bumpers on this vehicle? And yeah, anything, if you genuinely look at this car and you can see anything that go, that's not correct for a Suffix A, please just write it down in the comments. I'll also create an email address as well, so you guys can email me with any information that you think might be helpful for the vehicle. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and look forward to you guys seeing the next episode soon. Cheers.